Reminder to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the guild and the Discord while you're down there. Hello people, and welcome back to News Review. If you read the title and clicked on this video, you've been clickbaited. Please don't go. Rather, I should say that a percentage of you have been clickbaited because the new Spy X Family card drawing rates machine whatever banner is like broken in the bad way. So before I even, say the cards and their skills in the seal case, I need to explain the rules. So on the right hand side you can see that, basically an image that I stole from Ahong Red Kai Yosipin now his video. Right there I translated some stuff, and then so that's like a screenshot I took, and I just put some English over the Chinese. Basically what is going to happen is that the characters, there will be no pity like 35 draws or 40 draws or whatever for this banner. Instead, you redeem the character using these hallowed coins. Each character will be worth 250 hallowed coins, and then they will also give you 100 hallowed coins upon first logging in. For one draw, you'll be given 10 hallowed coins in the draw case whatever banner, and here lies the problem. So basically on the right hand side you can see these rules, right? For 12 draws you get, and the equivalent is 60 diamonds, you get a total of 250. That's including your initial 100 hallowed coins. You can get one guarantee collab card. For spending 155 diamonds, the equivalent of 31 draws, you get 500 hallowed coins, which is equivalent to 2 collab cards. For 3 collab cards, you need to spend 250 diamonds and 50 draws to get 750 hallowed coins to redeem all 3 of the jackpots. Now, this number here is why people are mad. It's because you need to spend 250 diamonds for the guaranteed 3 jackpots. Now, this is only for the guarantee. This is not necessarily true for each person, because you will, some people will be able to get, the card through the actual drawing process. So the rate of jackpots actually combined is 4%. So the chance of drawing any jackpot is 4%. Now this is this is slightly higher than your average jackpot being 1% or whatever, but that's not even that is, I guess, one problem. That's kind of a false problem. I'll talk about it a little more later. But the cards that are in this banner suck ass. I'm sorry. They're the 3 jackpots, which are a combined 4%. These 5 bad jackpots, which are combined 10%. I'm guaranteeing you, maybe, other than Enoch and Ingrid, the new Enoch and Ingrid, and even then I'm these 5 cards were never good leaders or members after their leader period wore off. These are the worst of the worst in Era of Novelty. I'm sorry. And then in the 86% garbage pool, you get cards that just aren't good. I mean, the witches are fine, but you gave out a free one. Cassandra's already in Violet Asteria. You gave it a free one earlier. I'm pretty sure everyone already has all 3 of them. And these cards kind of suck, to be honest. Sengoku Samurai got para-release, but apart from that, I'm these bottom cards you can get through Era of Novelty anyway. I'm come on, man. Anyway, that's another point that people are mad about, and this I think is justified. Yeah, the card pool sucks a lot. And then back to the percentage, right? There's a 4% jackpot chance. Some guy on Chinese Reddit actually did a Python script that I'm not going to go through because I've had enough of looking at other people's code in my real life. But the important part is here. So specifically this table. The left hand side here represents the diamonds that you have to spend, and the right hand side here represents the percentage of people that will be able to get all 3 jackpots you know, spending that amount of diamonds. So in the beginning I said a percentage of you are clickbaited. Why? It's because after doing like all of the math, right, the standards is 175. 75% of people, statistically speaking, will get all 3 jackpots through like only spending 175 diamonds. That is to say, they will pull 1 jackpot through the 4% and then redeem the other 2. The 75% is like the amount of people that will get 1 jackpot through normal drawing. However, here comes like the bad part, that is like, you know, just excluding that, right? Like I would say this is the normal, this is the good part. Let's just say 75% of people get, you know, spend 175 and get all 3 jackpots. That means 25% of people can't. Like, you know, in the worst case here, it says that you need to spend 250 diamonds to get all 3. That means that they get no jackpots through the normal drawing process and have to redeem all 3. That would be 13.4% of people. 13.4% of people will have to, statistically speaking, spend 250 diamonds to get all 3 jackpots. Now, people, you know, are focusing on this thing. In reality, like, is it statistically better or worse? I mean, it is statistically worse because now what you've done, like what Madhead has done effectively, is that you've like kicked 25% of people out of the pity pool. Like, statistically, only 75% of people will be able to get the 3 jackpots through the normal 175 diamonds. This is like just bad because it increases the variability, you know. Obviously, you're always gonna have like these people who spend like, you know, 12.78% of people who spend like 100 diamonds or less, you know. So this is basically why people think that it's a bad idea to change the system like this. You know, you like, as I said, like the 13.4% of people will just have like a metric ton of trash cards shown down here. Like, come on now. So, will I be drawing on this, and will they be changing this? I mean, people on Chinese Reddit are mad, but people on Chinese Reddit are always mad. In this case, I think the one thing that, you know, does warrant getting mad, or the 2 things rather. One, the garbage card pool. Come on, please. Like, if you're like giving some other options, like that are the small prize, don't put this trash in it. Put some actual good cards, right? Put some more recent cards. That's what I think. The other thing is, this kind of sucks. Like, just give me a pity or don't give me a pity. Don't statistically, you know, make effectively. This is, if you get lucky, and most people will, just like 75% of people will, like, don't make the pity like a variable that like some people are just unlucky. But basically, like, I don't think it's a good idea to make the pity depend on, you know, your luck. But that's like that's the 2 points in which I have a problem with it. And let's actually move on to the cards now. I will probably end up pulling, maybe, just because I like Spike's family a lot. First off is the 3 jackpots. I'll explain in a bit why there's a 4th card here. Twilight Earth Human. As a leader, he gives team attack times 9, HP recovery times 1.5, and the humans get additional stats on top of that. Movement time regardlessly by 4 seconds on both sides combined. By resolving fire, earth, or dark, human damage ignores fixed combo shield. And then for the team skill, Spike's family members have additional attack. Everything is direct of fire, earth, and dark. When you trigger a character runestone, Thorn Princess, Twilight, and Anya get attack times 2. And then for every 10 runestones dissolved in the first batch, excuse me. For every 10 runestones dissolved in the first batch, you deal direct non-distributive damage to the enemy. And then by dissolving by dissolving 20 or more runestones, team attack times 3. And then if you activate 3 or more active skills in the same round, you get a CD reduction of the Spike's family members. You also get stat boosts for Thorn Princess, Twilight, and Anya. if all 3 of them are in the team, and then you also get a CD reduction when they enter the stage. For his active, it is CD7, restore the cracked positions, turn all runestones into enchanted human runestones. For 1 round, the character attack times 3. Basically record your runestones after moving, and then the runestones to be sky dropped will be the runestones that will be the board that is there when you finished moving. If there are 3 or more Spikes family members in the team, ignore burning and ignore step damage. Twilight is the first Earth card to record the board, so he is special in that case. I put him in 50 diamonds, although like this diamond assignment doesn't really, like, I don't even know how to assign the diamond value this time because of like the screwed up kind of thing that they put there. Like, this is a 2-week collab, by the way. Like, I don't know why they're doing too much experimenting. That's all I'm saying. And also the collabs are like way too frequent in nature. Yes, I get it. There's this, like, you know, people are saying that the frequent collabs mean that Madhead is, like, you know, gonna go like bankrupt. The game's not sustainable economically for them anymore. I don't know. I think this is like gonna make them more, like, gonna make the game even more unsustainable. But what do I know? At this point, I'm committed to free to play, and you know, I also don't know anything about business. Moving on, Thorn Princess Fire Human as a leader is pretty similar to Twilight earlier, except that human damage ignores puzzle field when it dissolve Fire, Earth, and Dark. Fire, Earth, or Dark, sorry. And then for the team skill, the team will not be poisoned. Same stuff with Twilight. And then if you start with Fire, Earth, or Dark runestones, you convert the first 6 runestones touch into enchanted human runestones of that attribute. After entering a stage, a weapon will appear below Thorn Princess, and then at the end of each round, weapons will appear at 3 random positions, so the max 6 weapons. For every unit dissolved at the weapon position, Thorn Princess will launch an extra attack, and the weapon will disappear. While dissolving any weapons at all, Thorn Princess will ignore defense, and then the same CD reduction if 3 or more actives are activated in the same round. This is kind of the same deal as Karū, the black card, if you remember, if you use him as a leader. And then, of course, she has the same team skills of stat boosting. For activist CD7, clear the negative state of weather runestones, not that good. For 1 round, runestones can be dissolved by lining 2 or more of them. Until 18 of Fire or Earth or Dark are dissolved, so this counts for Skyjump. If you introduce Groth, this is kind of what it looks like, only for Fire, Earth, or Dark though. And if there are 3 or more Spikes family members in the team, there's a global damage reduction of anti-runestone shield and equal combo shield. That is partly why I put her like a little bit higher than Twilight. It's because of this global anti-runestone and equal combo shield ignoring ability. Moving on to the 3rd jackpot, Anya the Telepath, arguably the most overpowered jackpot in here, not because of leader skill. Leader skill, you know, is pretty standard, same as before. By dissolving Fire, Earth, or Dark, you get +3 combo count, +6, that will be on both sides. And then for the team skill, you get Skyjump of the first 15 runestones. The Skyjump will be the runestone that you ended with, kind of like Lilith, but you know, not the full board. Now, the reason why she's broken is because of her active skill CD7. Basically, human Tsukiyomi, if you haven't seen that card, it's unlimited runestone movement, a time tunnel, and then defense of all enemies will be lowered to 0. And this is a lasting status effect. The character attack basic value will be lowered to 1, that's fine. Human attack times 2. Spikes family members attack times 1.5 additionally. You can deactivate this anytime. Upon deactivation, you convert the board into 30, but you can choose like 10, 10, 10 of whatever you want. Upon activation and deactivation, this card is absolutely nuts. If you're not planning to get all the cards, you should still spend 60 on the drawing pool, get this card. I think this will be very great. That is what people are saying they will do, is like, you know, that they've made Anya just so incredibly broken in relation to Twilight and Thorn Princess. Moving on to, I will cover that 4th card in a bit, I'll come back to it. But moving on to the free cards, you'll collect, like, there's so much stuff to collect, man. Like, there's the dragonware of the 3 characters, nothing really special there. And there'll be like a peanut collection event where you can redeem the 3 normal versions of Lloyd, Yor, and Anya through the peanuts. It's like, this is just nuts, man. Alright, that was like an unintentional joke. If you don't believe me, that's fine. But you get these 3 cards through peanut redemption. Light Human Lloyd Forger, CD6, clear black and white zone. The character launches 5 extra attacks, 1 attribute each. And if there are 3 more Spikes family members in the team, each Spikes family member launches 5 extra attacks of 1 attribute each. This is actually nothing special because of the sheer amount of Light Human cards that do quintet extra attacks. Say these 2 are the same card, but disregarding that you have 4 cards, granted 3 of them are collab exclusive, but then you have Shroy, which, you know, everyone has, and you can just set him to that active. So this card is nothing special. Moving on, Yor Forger, Dark Human, CD6, fully recover HP for 1 round by tapping a moonstone on the magic circle of elements. You can choose the attribute of the enemy you want to change it into, ignore black holes, ignore defense, and if leader is a Spikes family member enter or stay in a hyper state for 2 rounds. This card is absolutely garbage. It's kind of like, the utility is there, however, I can't think of just a situation where you would pick this card over any other card. Moving on to Anya Forger, this is Fire Human for some reason. CD5, clear the fatigue state of all humans, and if the humans happen to be Spikes family members, change them from fatigue into hyper for 1 round. Sticky will be nullified and turn the board into enchanted quintet. This is not a fixed board. There is no guarantee of where or how many of each runestone there will be, so this is a subpar card. Yeah, the only good thing, I guess, is CD5, you know, and that is that. Next up is the Elegant Guy, Henry Henderson. I don't remember any anime character's name. In fact, I don't remember any character's name, full stop. Light Human, CD6, turn runestones of the members' attributes into enchanted runestones. For 1 round combo count will be 17, fixed at 17. If the leader is a Spikes family member, the skill stays in play for 2 more rounds. This is an extremely unique card, honestly, like one of the best free cards here, because there is no precedent for a light card that has a fixed combo count. 17 is a pretty good number, a pretty large amount of combos. I think it's still pretty good in today's state. I realized I forgot something. Lloyd is the reason why I didn't put him in trash tier, which is get 1, is because he is actually kind of useful if you put him in a Spikes family team, because he can be used to break extra attack shields, but apart from that, he sucks. Moving on, this is a horror stage card, by the way. Moving on to an event mission card, Frankie Franklin, Water Human. I don't know why he is a Water Human, doesn't look anything like a Water Human. CD6, release lock skills of Spikes family members. The token unlock card in every single collab is here. Skill CD of Twilight, -5. Time Tunnel for 1 round. Leader's attack time is 5 and ignores Trio and Quintet Elemental Shield. This card I think is kind of garbage, except, you know, of the token unlock ability, because of the sheer number of Water Human cards that can ignore Trio and Quintet Elemental Shield. And last and kind of least, Becky Black Belt Fire Human, CD6. For 1 round, each member launches an extra attack for all members' attributes as much as 25% of its attack. If leader is Spikes family member, the extra attacks to be launched will be as much as 50% of the member's attack. This is, once again, only useful if the team is basically in a quintet setup where there's a member of each attribute. But once again, that's to solve extra attacks, and I'm not sure why you would choose this card in that kind of scenario to break your extra attack shield rather than literally any other card if your team has to be a quintet setup anyway. And last and actually least is Damien and Emil and Ewen. Who the hell remembers these characters, man? Dark Human, CD6, tap 3 columns to explode them and generate enchanted runestones of the member's attribute in each column. If a column below a Spikes family member is tapped, that member's skill CD -1. Absolute garbage, no functionality outside of Spikes family teams, and even in the teams, it kind of sucks. Now we finally get to the 4th card on the original slide here. Collecting all 12 Spikes family crossover characters will reward you with dual Max, Lloyd, and Anya, and Yor, and Bond. This is a Fire Human card that has a subpar active for some reason. CD7, restore the board, modify Heart to become protected runestones. For 1 round, all attributed runestones can be resolved by landing 1 or more of them in the first batch. The character attack ×3, and if the neighboring members are all Spikes family members, the character and the neighboring members attack ×5. This card is so limited in the use case. Like, the use case is if you have, like, if the enemy needs protected runestones, and somehow something else, like you need to restore the board for whatever reason, and then you're also running a Spikes family team because you need to have Spikes family members on both sides, not just one, and it's not just boosting it if it does, it's you get ×5 only if the character is like sandwiched between 2 other Spikes family members. This is just like so specific that I don't see this card being used ever. So, in conclusion, there are no celebration events for this week, and this video has gone on for long enough already. In conclusion, I hope they change the draw, like how this whole thing works, because all of these cards, like, that are not the jackpot suck, and the way you get these also suck, because just if you get unlucky, it's like, screw you. If they don't change this and you're a normal person, doesn't care about Spikes family or care about, like, I think genuinely these 3 cards as a set, they're not bad. Like, they on themselves, like as a 3-set member kind of deal, like the stat boost you get and the shield solving abilities that they do are not bad, like in terms of their actives, especially like just because of Anya's active is so broken, man. If you're a normal person, get Anya via like 60 diamonds. If you like Spikes family, or if you like this set a lot, or both, I don't know why I scrolled to switch that slide, you can try your hand at getting all 3 of them, although be mentally prepared that you're gonna be part of the 25% that doesn't get it within 175. If you don't have 250 diamonds, I would recommend you not doing that. I can't believe I've gotten to the point where, you know, I have to say that, because yes, 250 is quite a lot, and it is unfortunate that 13.4% of you will have to experience that. That is it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed that. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Join the Discord. If you like this in general, please subscribe and make some noise on, I don't even know what English, like on the TOSEN Discord. I don't know. Alright, that is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!